Hello and welcome back to another awesome video about the recent primary in what is March 17th, 2020. These Democrats had a primary in which Joe Biden absolutely crushed Bernard Sanders. Why did he crush him? Well, let me go into this. Arizona. Sorry, no, okay, best for last. We're going to go to Illinois first. And what you see in Illinois with 99% reporting is Joe Biden 59.1%, Sanders 36%. Absolutely blown out. 93 delegates to Biden, 60 for Sanders. Almost, what is that? A huge, almost double the votes for Biden over Sanders. Sanders won the state narrowly, about 50%. Where do the votes go? Bernie clearly lost at Big League, and you can't say Elizabeth Warren spoiled it, getting less than 2% of the vote. Useless Tulsi Gabbard getting less than 1%. Not much of a change or spoiler effect there. Now, let me tell you, this is not a new pattern. This has been going on for a couple weeks now, and it seems Joe Biden and anybody who is not completely delusional understands this point. Bernie has lost the primary. He's behind by a couple hundred points, which, historically speaking, has not been surmounted. Now, maybe if I were Bernie, I would stay in because there's always the chance that some Chinese person shakes hands with Creepy Joe. He gets away. Joe Biden gets coronavirus and dies a week later. Who knows what could happen? The same thing for Bernie. Now, Biden completely devastated Bernie more than most people would have expected, even on a one-on-one, not even a month ago. Very impressive. Then you go to Florida, and you've been, coming in, everybody knew that Biden was going to crush the socialist in Cuba, yet, 61.9% of the vote, over a million votes for Joe Biden. 151 delegates. That is huge. 52 delegates for Bernie, 22.8% of the vote. He wins basically by 40%. And that's not even including that with other moderate support like Mike Bloomberg and Pete Buttigieg. That's another 11% on top of that. So really, it's like a 3 out of 4 versus 1 in 4 kind of ratio here. The moderates do very well in Florida, apparently, and these Cubans do not appreciate what I admit is mild criticisms or, appraisement of Castro, okay? Now, Bernie really screwed himself, and you know what? Do I blame him? Yes. Would he have lost? Yep. Did he lose Big League to Hillary? Yes, but seriously, he lost every single county, basically. It is utterly pathetic what he did, okay? And the spoiler effect was towards Biden. I mean, he suffered because of Bloomberg, but still, because of early voting. Anyway, very big, very consequential what happened here. You go to Arizona. Arizona, the greatest state in the union. Very great state. The home of the great governor, Doug Ducey. You have Joe Biden winning 37 delegates to Bernie's 28. 43.6% for Joe Biden. 31% for Bernie, but you think, well, Biden, Arizona is Rhino Central, very moderate. Well, where's the blowout for Biden? Look at this, plus 10% because of Bloomberg, that's over half. Another 5% from Buttigieg, another 2% from Klobuchar, that's over 50. And Sanders, if you add Warren, is less than 40. So Arizona is pointing out to be a 60-ish 40 split, moderate to socialist in the Democratic primary. This is all important to know for future primaries, years to come. But this also goes to the precedent set. Okay, Ohio was supposed to be. I was supposed to be talking about Ohio today. What happened to Ohio? Opportunistic governor Mike DeWine moves the primary, which is really like illegal. It's unwarranted, really. To move the primary from now to June something. He didn't even decide on a date necessarily. And this is to say, why did he do it? Well, coronavirus. Whoops. Not supposed to say that on video. The Kung Flu the Chinese cough is spreading throughout Ohio. Sure, will a lot of people get it if they go voting? Yes, but this sets a precedent. Okay, fine, move the primary. We know who's gonna win in this one. But in the future, when people start moving them arbitrarily for smaller reasons, like, oh, it's snowing, you can't go, stuff like that, in an election that is vital, there's going to be a new catalyst, a new, what dare I say, avenue for political opportunism and corruption to take hold of this primary system. So this is why democracy is so fragile. You're moving around primaries on the basis of a sickness, which I understand, please, but it's going to be a slippery slope, I believe. This is the greatest problem with this primary today. But not only that, but Bernie Sanders is not going to drop out yet. Why? He has been only holding back Biden when in reality, all he's trying to do is goad his supporters into giving him money, putting hours. These idiots are honestly thinking that he could still win, when Bernie himself, I think in the hearts of heart, know that he does not have a chance, only to move Biden to the left before he goes against Trump. Now, what is interesting is that Bernie says that his ideas are popular, yet he can't even beat Sleepy Joe Biden in a primary on the Democratic side, let alone appease moderate Republicans and independents to vote for him. So what does he think that poisoning Biden's campaign platform will get him to win the election in 2020? Now, he did this with Hillary Clinton. He knew he wasn't going to win, so he puts in the party platform like college subsidization and tax increases on the rich, etc., etc. And yes, he did manage to get on the 2016 ticket a lot of things that weren't on there before, and he did push it radically to the left. But at the same time, that could have cost Hillary in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, etc. Not only that, but even if you think that Hillary won because of the popular vote, it wasn't by a majority of over 50% in an arguably weak candidate with Donald Trump. But not only that, but you're also adding in the factor that the Electoral College ultimately decides, and Joe Biden is a fundamentally weaker candidate than Hillary Clinton insofar as he is demented and does not have as high a probability to last out there in a multi-hour faceted debate schedule with Donald Trump. This is the issue. Yet Bernie is being stubborn and staying in just to do this. I don't think this is going to work. And if anything, I think that maybe if he nudges Biden leftward, Elizabeth Warren will find it safe to endorse him and maybe become the VP candidate, which is a kind of compromise candidate, really, but to appease the Bernie bros. This is exactly what he doesn't want to happen, really. He has no chance. And you know what? He's such a loser that he won't admit it. I don't like it. I don't like a loser like that. And you know what? He's angling to be the Ted Cruz of 2020. And that is to say that he is really holding down a sect of voters that do not commit to him enough. He is not mobilizing the young people to vote for him as he needed to be to win. And he's going to blame it on the on the Kung Flu. But personally, I don't think that's the case. If anything, it's going to be up to the voters to decide who they want, a geriatric socialist or a geriatric moderate. They've already decided, actually. And what the final analysis is with this primary is that Joe Biden won big league and that he's going to win automatically. And you could have even said that during Super Tuesday, but you're really nailing the coffin. You're putting extra nails. You're sitting on the coffin. You're buried alive, Sanders. Just die already. Okay. The party's going to hate you if you don't drop out. You're making it worse. You're hurting his chances against Donald. It's really going to harm the party. Yet he is being stubborn. I don't appreciate this out of principle or out of character. I mean, this is just such an unwarranted move by Sanders. So, and you see this trending on Twitter as well, that people don't want him in here. Okay, now, I am surprised by Illinois. Biden did exceptionally well. Moderately surprised with Florida. He did exceptionally well. I'm surprised that Bloomberg got such a big vote in Florida and that other people spoiled Arizona to be less moderate than you'd think. Also, thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and comment down below too.